I'm a
engineer?
vibe engineer. I'm a
Vibe
vibe engineer.
engineer.
That's where I
Vibe
go. Yeah.
engineer.
I actually had a quite different path than most people. I did not go to school for any tech related things, and even in high school, I had like the lowest grades in math. And it's just a few years ago, a few buddies of mine were like learning to code through YouTube, and I was like, damn, I need to do that. So it was my last year of college, and I was studying law, and it was like my last few classes, and so I started doing like a few of these like free code camp and YouTube videos, and I really got hooked on coding. So I started watching like um, Code with Antonio, I don't know, just a bunch of these like tutorials and stuff like that, and I started building, and then that eventually led to like me posting on YouTube, me posting on Twitter, eventually led to like Cal. So that's really how I started, and yeah, it's been quite the journey, and I love it.
That sounds fun. How long ago did you start exactly trying yourself out in coding?
So I graduated college in like end of 2022. So like honestly, it's been like a year and a half of actual coding. The first 6 months were just like trying shit out and not really like doing much, but like a year and a half of like seriously trying to code.
That's awesome. And how did you end up at Cal, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah. So I actually made like I was making YouTube videos and I found out about the company, and the post said, like the job posting said, make a 1 minute video about why this job is for you. So what I did, and this is actually like good advice for anyone that's looking for a job, like literally go above and beyond and just try to like wow them. I had no experience, right? At this point, I'm like a year into coding. So I just so they said show your face and don't do anything else. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show them everything I've built because my resume is really bad. So I have to like compensate in some way, right? I share my screen. I'm like, hey, I've built this. I've contributed to that. Look at my YouTube channel. I'm perfect for this job. So then I post that, and then they get back to me like, if
That's awesome. That's how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? That's awesome, dude. That's like, yeah, I relate with the projects on like a resume or something like that, because you can never, it's like, how do I put this project or something like that on my actual channel? You really can't put a project on a resume where you can like work experience, because I mean, what am I going to put down that I made a website that gets like 30,000 monthly active users and I use Next.js? It feels a little bit underwhelming than like an actual like job, but
yeah, you definitely have to find ways to stand out. I mean, if everyone's like applied to Indeed and LinkedIn, and you just notice there's like 1,000 people, 2,000 people applying to the same jobs. Like I was talking to someone the other day. He's like a recruiter at a company, and he told me if I made like a job posting on Indeed, I would get like 700 in a week, 800 in a week. Good luck standing out. Good luck. Even though you might be like a really great engineer, you won't be able to like show your true worth because everyone else is kind of doing the same thing. So you have to find like creative ways to like show.
For sure. I myself am continuously hiring over the past year and a half. And whenever I would put up a job listing, I would get like 1,000 applicants within a couple of days.
Yeah.
It's exactly as you said. But I would have the highest hiring success when I hire out of my network, people that I know or people that I get recommendations for. So
That's really true. And you know what? Like something like Twitter really helps because you can meet people and you can meet recruiters, and it's like a really wonderful tool to like put yourself out there so that recruiters can come to you. Like one thing I noticed was when I started posting on Twitter, people were offering me jobs. Like they're offering me jobs now. I'm like, oh, okay. Like that's new compared to me before. I was just like applying to a bunch of jobs or applying to a few jobs and like, please, yeah, please.
bro, please. I swear I can type on a
Exactly.
keyboard. I swear.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's super cool. And I think that's the best way to have a sort of a job market be, because if you're going to every single like job and like begging them, be like, bro, please, I sent you an application, can you please open it? It already puts you on like a lower pedestal, because it's like you seem desperate for it, and you're not really desperate. You just want them to notice you, because every single job application is going to get 1,000 AI application. It's going to get 1,000 sort of not foreign, but not like locally relevant, at least for jobs in like my area. It's like people who are applying that are gonna be like, hey, can I do this remote, when it's obviously like an in-person type job. and a lot of other slop resumes and job postings. And I like the way where it's like, if you post good stuff and you make good content and you make good projects, people DM you, ask you for a job. People will DM you, ask you to support a cryptocurrency. I mean, not on that last one. Those are
They might.
They might. It's happened
like
to me.
Opportunity. No, yeah, but I've gotten that as well.
What do you mean by investment opportunity?
Like a crypto, like, hey, can you do this crypto thing? I haven't done anything.
Hey, FBI, get on this man right here. That's a bit sus.
There have been mail zero crypto coins, and that's a scam. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
so,
make a public PSA for everyone.
I did. Like, I was shocked. Yeah, but on what you were saying, like, there is some degree of luck when it comes to applying, but it just surprises me when devs who are seen as like smart, they can't see that what they're doing will yield them the least likelihood of a result. Like, if again 1,000 people applying to the same jobs, you're just not going to get the job most of the time. It's just never going to happen. You got to find ways. You got to find ways to stand out.
Yeah, job hunting is a skill of itself, and there are definitely gotchas to that process. I know there have been a bunch of people abusing the AI screening tools, where they would put together troll resumes and they would come out on top, shortlisted by employers because they used a bunch of keywords that the algorithms look for.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the whole AI thing in hiring. It dehumanizes the whole thing, and you got to talk to humans. There's some things that I just shouldn't replace, and like, when you're talking to a human, they can really understand you. You said you're a recruiter, right, Dan?
I'm a manager. I hire
manager, but you hire. You're right. Yeah. So like when you actually talk to a human being, regardless of what the resume says, you can really understand someone and their fit in the company. It's not all about just a resume. Like, if I'm being honest, when I got hired at Cal, I was really underqualified, like super underqualified. Whatever under junior was, that's what I was. Okay. So like that's probably what a vibe engineer is, right? So when I talked to them, I think I was just able to like, they just, I guess, saw something in my vision or some things that I was working on, and then I just started working. And month after month, I improved, and I'm at the point now where I'm like quite comfortable at the job. They trust me with a bunch of projects, and
I think that's how you have to do it though, because you're not gonna get experience otherwise. How are you gonna? You need to let that underprivileged dev come on with some training wheels and some restrictions, of course. But then, how else are they going to learn? Because you see all these jobs, like I literally saw a post. I know it was ironic, but it's like requires like 4 years experience of vibe coding. Like, yeah, it's funny, but like a new JS framework will drop and job postings will go up and be like, yeah, you need 19 years experience with this. You need to have known the creator and like married him to get on this job. And it's like, it's not plausible. Why do you need 19 years experience in some stuff like that? It makes no sense.
I think a more valuable skill to have, or a more valuable thing to have, is like less so experience, but more so just the willingness to learn. Like, that is the single most important thing you can have. Like, if you're able to just force yourself to sit down for a few hours a day and just try to learn and try to do something, you'll be fine. I can't explain how many times I've like been completely lost at like a specific task I was working on at Cal, about to honestly cry because of how difficult it might have been. I'm like, I'm gonna get fired because of this. And then 3 or 4 hours go by and I'm like, oh, that's what it was. And then I submit the PR and it's on the app or site. If you can learn and you're willing to just try shit out, then you're good.
Yeah. It's that trial and error thing where you just gotta keep trying, and you gotta wait until a company gives you a chance, because I think that's really like the biggest thing. Yeah. It's just, you gotta get that opportunity.